is a privilege to be here today to celebrate with so many of you this joyous occasion. As the story goes, as I've heard it, in 1993, a judge named Henry Marsh sat down with a young lawyer named Cleo Powell and told her that she ought to consider leaving the private sector to pursue a career on the bench. And certainly he knew something about breaking barriers. As Richmond's first Black mayor, a civil rights attorney who argued school desegregation cases, a man who spent his life believing that the institutions of justice in Virginia could be made more just if the right people were willing to serve. And we all know that Cleo Elaine Powell was willing to serve. And today we celebrate what is really a crowning achievement in an exemplary career in service to our Commonwealth. After graduating from UVA with both her undergraduate and law degrees, wahoo wah, she went on to serve on the bench. From the General District Court in Chesterfield to the Circuit Court to the Court of Appeals to 14 years on the Supreme Court of Virginia. Chief Justice Powell has served at every level of our judiciary. She's never stopped moving forward, she's never stopped serving, and now her colleagues have unanimously asked her to lead. And that word does matter, unanimously. It's not a consensus built through compromise, but it is an acclamation earned through her excellence. That is the kind of jurist that Cleo Powell is, and that is why she is the Chief Justice. She's the first Black woman to serve as Chief Justice of our Supreme Court here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and we should pause to honor the weight of that history because it is real, because it matters, and because it reflects how far this Commonwealth has traveled. For generations, Virginia's political leaders and institutions once tried to prevent somebody like Chief Justice Powell from pursuing even an education or fulfilling her full potential. And now she presides over the highest court in the Commonwealth. And it is remarkable and it is inspiring to see extraordinary people like Chief Justice Powell not only serve in our Commonwealth's highest court, but lead it. Virginia's judiciary has been the backbone of our democracy for more than 2 centuries. And while I have only been governor for a few weeks, I have been grateful not just for Chief Justice Powell's leadership, but also her kindness. Her kindness in spending an entire afternoon swearing in the members of my cabinet, demonstrating that as their service begins in their new role, there are people willing to spend time to mark that momentous occasion for them. And as governor, my team and I will continue to work to ensure that all Virginians have access to courts that are fair and efficient and trusted, and we will work to do that with the full respect for the very independence of this court. I am a firm believer in the separation of powers, because judicial independence, it's not a technicality, it's a feature of our constitutional system of government. The separation of powers is not an inconvenience to work around. It is literally the architecture of our self-governance. And I know that with Chief Justice Powell's leadership, it will continue to be strong and that example. We are living in a moment when trust in institutions is hard won and easily lost. And Chief Justice Powell has spent the last decade and a half of her career ensuring that this institution is worthy of the trust that Virginians place in it. And today, Virginia's highest court gets its highest leader, and Virginia will be better for it. Chief Justice Powell, on behalf of the Commonwealth, you have served with distinction. I thank you and I congratulate you. The people of Virginia are grateful for your service and your willingness to continue serving, and I am genuinely honored to be here to celebrate you and this extraordinary achievement in this moment.